In a city named Surajgarh lived a woman named Sumitra with her husband Mohan and their son Raghu. Sumitra had been working even before marriage, and Mohan also had a good job. They worked day and night so that their next generation would never face difficulties. One day, Raghu said to his mother Sumitra, "Mom, I need a scooter so that I can reach school and tuition on time. My legs ache from walking so much. And mother, all my friends have scooters, only I don't."
So what, my child?
"No, mother, please talk to father. Ask him to buy a scooter for me." To fulfill her son's wish, the very next day, Sumitra spoke to her husband Mohan.
Listen, I think we should buy a scooter now. How long will we keep walking to office? It wastes time. And we also need to pay attention to Raghu. Anyways, everybody is having a vehicle nowadays.
You are right, Sumitra. But our son is growing up. His education expenses are increasing. If we buy a scooter now, I don't want his studies to suffer. You know how much our expenses have increased. You already know about our financial status, Sumitra.
Yes, I know. But now Raghu is in 8th standard. If we buy a scooter, he won't waste time walking to tuition and can focus more on studies. So think from this perspective.
Oh, so just say clearly that you want a scooter for Raghu. Why you're talking in circles? You can always say straight to me, Sumitra.
Actually, I felt that.
What did you feel? That I wouldn't buy a scooter for my son? Who else do we have in this world? Am I right, Sumitra? Everything what we do is for him only. Right?
Yes, you are absolutely right. After all, we have no one except Raghu.
The very next day, Mohan and Sumitra together bought a scooter for Raghu. Seeing it, Raghu became very happy. Every day, he rode it to school and tuition and started studying seriously. He wanted to achieve a lot in life. Seeing him study, Mohan and Sumitra were also happy. After working all day in office, they would return home in the evening and stay awake at night for Raghu, so that if he wanted tea or coffee, he would get it immediately. Their life was full of struggle. While repaying the debt taken by their parents, Mohan's back had also broken. But still, he worked tirelessly to fulfill Raghu's every wish. They had suppressed all their own dreams to save money for their son. Now Raghu grew up and became a successful doctor. After some time, he married a girl named Radha. A few days after the wedding, Raghu said to his father, "Father, both of you have worked very hard. Now why don't you rest a little? Please take retirement." "Yes, son. Now we also need it." Mohan and Sumitra took retirement and started living peacefully at home. One day, Mohan said to Sumitra, "Sumitra, you loved gardening so much. Now that you are retired, why don't you follow your hobby?"
That's a very good idea. We have such a big courtyard where I can plant many trees and make a beautiful garden.
Every day, Sumitra spent her time in the courtyard watering plants, adding manure, and digging soil. In just a few days, she created a very beautiful garden. One day, Mohan said, "Wow, Sumitra, you have made such a lovely garden in such a little time."
Yes, but there is one thing missing.
"Missing? What is missing?"
We should put a swing here. I always loved swinging, but never had time earlier. Now I want to fulfill my every dream.
"Why not? I will get a swing made today itself." Radha overheard all this conversation. Raghu often takes Sumitra out, showed her movies, and went to restaurants with her. But on other days, Sumitra stayed busy in the garden. So Radha had to do all the housework. This made Radha very angry. She got irritated, but Mohan and Sumitra ignored her and continued their routine. One day, when Raghu returned home from office, Radha said,
Listen, what is this? You leave for office in the morning and I keep doing housework all day. Did you marry me just to make me an unpaid servant? This is what my status in the family. Am I saying right?
No, Radha, don't say like that. You are my wife.
Your wife? What respect have you given me as a wife? You never take me out. Never to movies, malls, or even for a dinner. I have to do all the housework alone. So tell me, I am your wife or your servant for free?
But Radha, mother also stays at home. She must be helping you. I am sure she must be helping you in household work.
Your mother? She only likes working in the garden. As soon as morning comes, both of them go out, then spend the whole day in the garden. Is this their age? They should at least behave according to their age. Both of them are behaving weirdly. You need to talk to them.
What nonsense are you talking about, Radha? I know them since my childhood. They are very simple. They can't do all this.
What did you know about them? People are talking about them. College students laugh at them, saying they have become young again in old age. They sit on the swing all day. They don't even think what people will say about them or what people will think about us. Whole day they stay together like a young couple. They need to be sensitive about all these things. But listen, I want to say one thing clearly. Either I will live in this house or they will. Choice is yours.
Hearing this, Raghu got angry. Mohan, who was sitting outside, heard everything but pretended he knew nothing. Seeing his father reading the newspaper, Raghu said, "Father, father." Then Raghu said angrily, "Father, what is all this? You roam around outside all day and sit in the garden on the swing? Does this suit your age? Tell me."
What are you saying, son?
Yes, mother, I should be asking you that. Don't you even realize your age and your behavior? You both needs to be sensitive about it. What do you mean by that, Raghu? Father, this is not right. Now your daughter-in-law also lives here. People are talking about you. Please understand. Be sensitive about all this. Which people, Raghu? Look, father, if you both want to live like this, then either you stay in this house or we will. Fine, son. The choice is yours. You can do whatever you want. You are free from our side. Sumitra said to Mohan.
What are you saying?
Sumitra, come inside. Mohan and Sumitra went to their room, leaving Raghu and Radha shocked. After some time, Radha said,
See, they really think they are young in old age.
Be quiet, Radha. Think properly. This house, all the property, and even the hospital are in my parents' name. If we leave, we will have nothing. Just use your brain and stay quiet.
What?
Yes, Radha. We will have to stay here for some time until I arrange things separately.
Why did you tell Raghu to leave?
I didn't tell him, Sumitra. He said it himself. And from today, you will not say a single word about this. We will now live our dreams. We have full right to live the life the way we want. As usual, Mohan and Sumitra went for their walk. Seeing them, Radha angrily went to the kitchen and Raghu silently left for the hospital. That same day, Mohan's old friend Ram Kaka came to Raghu's hospital for treatment. Hey Ram Kaka, how are you? What happened? Please sit. Please sit. Son, with age, walking has become very painful. I have pain in my legs. Don't worry, Kaka. I will check you. Son, how are Mohan and Bhabhi? I haven't met them in so long. I'm really missing meeting them. What should I say, Kaka? They have suddenly become young again in old age. That's wonderful. What are you saying, Kaka? Yes, son. I have seen them suppress their feelings all their life. At least now your father has understood that life should also be lived. What do you mean, Kaka? They had good jobs, was never lacked anything. What struggle you are talking about? Son, you were very small when Mohan and Sumitra found you on the office stairs. They searched for your real mother, but couldn't find her. So they adopted you and never had their own child. Mohan's father had taken huge loans due to drinking and gambling. Mohan and Bhabhi struggled day and night to repay it. They forgot to live their own life. I just pray that God gives them this chance now. Both of them had struggled a big way in their lives. I'm happy that you are saying that now they are living their life. What? I'm not their real son? This can't be true, Kaka. I can't believe it. Yes, Raghu. I told you this so that you don't treat them badly like some children do. Hearing this, Raghu sat silently in shock. Then he ran to his car and rushed home. He asked his driver to take him to home. Reaching home, he saw Mohan and Sumitra sitting sadly on the swing in the garden. Raghu ran to them, fell at their feet, and cried. Mother, Father, please forgive me. I'm so unlucky that I couldn't recognize your love. I hurt you. Today Ram Kaka told me everything. You gave up having your own child for an orphan like me. And I still didn't understand your sacrifice. I am really sorry, Papa. I'm really sorry, Mom. Hearing this, Radha was shocked. She also apologized to Mohan and Sumitra. From that day on, everyone lived happily together.